Well, I was thumbing to Alabama, football pads on my back, when a stranger stopped beside me in a crimson Cadillac. He was dressed like a football coach, checkered hat, a suit and tie. Said, it's a long walk to T-Town, would you like a ride, son? I sat down in the front seat. He turned on the radio, and there were football classics rolling out of them speakers being announced by Eli Gold. Then I noticed a stranger smoked Chesterfields when he asked me for a light, and I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, boy, have you ever played in the SEC? Have you beat the Vols and the Georgia Bulldogs? Can you make a War Eagle scream? He says, son, can you run the wishbone and the eye? Well, if you're T-Town bound, let me hear you when you yell, Roll Tide. Then he smiled when we got to Bryant-Denny. He turned that car around. He said, this is where you get out, son. This is the heart of Alabama. I stepped out of that Cadillac. Said, thank you, mister, for all you care. He said, you don't have to call me mister, son. Around here they call me the Bear. And he said, boy, have you ever played in the SEC? Have you been to the Bayou to beat LSU? Can you pull a Florida Gators teeth? He says, son, can you run the wishbone and the eye? Well, if you're T-Town bound, let me hear you when you yell, Roll Tide. He said, boy, have you ever played in the SEC? Have you beat the Vols and the Georgia Bulldogs? Can you make a War Eagle scream? He says, son, can you run the wishbone and the eye? Well, if you're T-Town bound, let me hear you when you yell, Roll Tide. Said, if you're T-Town bound, let me hear you when you yell, Roll Tide. Got a lot of legends come out from down here, son. Folks like Joe Namath, Kenny Stabler, Derek Thomas, Tommy Wilcox. We've even had a few famous coaches down here, boy. Yeah, tell old Nick I said give him hell, son. Roll Tide.